Welcome back to my channel. I am chilling on the couch, so it's a little different location. Got my pillows, so I might get a little comfortable. But yes, welcome back to my channel. I'm Siobhan, the founder of Fearfully Wonderfully Made, and today's topic is going to be over rejection. Now, who's been rejected before? Because I know I have, and I just learned that it's a part of life. And if you've never been rejected before, then keep living, because trust me, it's going to happen. But like I said, this topic is over rejection, and I know a lot of people have probably been rejected at least like once in their lives, maybe twice, 3 times. But the good thing is rejection is a part of life, so it's a learning experience, and it just also shows you that God is just in control, and that He wants the best for us, and that He's protecting us from something. So I wanted to get on here and just talk a little bit about rejection and just my experience with it. And so the first point that I wanted to make is rejection is completely normal. We have to understand that we all get rejected, whether it's people, friends, if you're trying to make friends, let's say at a new school, or just a place that you've never been to and you're trying to get to know people, you get rejected that way. If you like somebody, I know I've been rejected a couple of times by a guy. So for sure, if you like somebody, you're going to get rejected. People at work might not like you. People at church might not like you, but you can either take it personal, or you could just understand that God is protecting you from something, like I said before. But that's the first point I want to make, that everybody deals with rejection. The second point I wanted to make was even Jesus was rejected. Even Jesus was rejected. I don't remember the exact scripture, but when I find it, I will tag it on there. But in the scripture, it talked about how people hated Him because of just the good that He was doing. And so He reminded us, His children, that we will be rejected as well because of Him. So that just shows that we're not exempt from life. We're not exempt from rejection. And as long as we're following Him and His paths, it's going to be people that don't like us. And you can't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not going to like you. And that's okay. And just keep doing what you're doing. Be you. There's going to be people that reject you. I feel like that was my second point. The third point I want to make is to just really self-seek, just to see why people are rejecting you. Because sometimes people can reject you by just your attitude and how you are. Like if you're an unkind person, if you're always talking about people, if you're negative, people are not going to want to be around you. So that is just kind of grounds for rejection. And I know that was something that I had to kind of do and self-seek, to say, am I doing something wrong, or am I taking this personal? Because there's going to be times where people reject you not because of them not liking you, but because they might have other things that they have to do. And some of us take it really personal and internalize it. And I know I can say I have a story, which I have a million stories always, but I have a story where I set up this huge event for my friends and I, and the day of the event, I started to receive text messages from a couple of my friends like, I'm not going to be able to make it. And I'm just like, okay, that's one. Second person, I'm not going to be able to make it. And I'm like, okay, that's 2. And it was about 3 or 4 people, some of my close friends, that said they weren't going to be able to make it. And to be honest, y'all, I took it personal. I felt like they were rejecting me. And then I had to kind of self-seek and say, well, they're not really rejecting you. They just can't come to this event. So I had to just understand that it wasn't personal. But a lot of us can take it personal when we feel rejected. When we hear the word no, we take it personal. And we have to just self-seek for real, to make sure that we're not taking things personal, or we have to check our attitude, like I said before. My fourth point that I wanted to make, and just a tip of encouragement, is, like I said in the beginning, people are going to reject us. People are not going to like us. And that is okay. And we have to be okay with not everybody liking us. And it makes me think about how God calls us and he equips us and he validates us. People don't validate us, God validates us. So if you're being rejected by a guy that you like, okay, that was God probably protecting you. If you applied for a few jobs and they said no, God has something better. And no, we don't want to hear no, and no, we don't like rejection, but it's literally God protecting us from something, or telling us he has something better, or he's telling us not right now, and we can't handle what that responsibility is at the moment, and that's why he tells us no. But just remember that God validates us and he qualifies us. So even if people tell you no, that does not mean that you're less than. It doesn't mean that you're unqualified. Still have confidence knowing that you have a purpose. God called you for something great. And lastly, I just wanted to throw out just like tips for things that help me. I know I'm looking down, but I put notes in my phone because I have a squirrel brain, y'all. Like, not really, but okay, I got a squirrel brain and sometimes I don't remember everything, so I had to write out my points. So anyways, don't judge me. But yes, I just wanted to leave just a tip of encouragement for y'all, and this was something that helped me. I wrote I am statements for myself just to continue to give myself validation, as well as of course reading my word and having God validate me. But I had to write I am statements just so I can see that, and that can be encouragement for me, and I can meditate on it and I can believe it. So for example, I would write I am beautiful, and so I would read that and just remind myself, even if I'm feeling rejected, even if I'm feeling ugly, if I feel like nobody, like a guy doesn't like me, or the guy that I do like is not paying attention to me, hey, I ain't been up off of your no, and I'm not worried about you not paying attention to me, because I know that I'm beautiful in God's eyes. So I will write I am beautiful. Another one could be I am confident, I am silly, I am fun, I am positive. Just little I am statements that could just remind you of just who you are. And it can be anything fun, it could be something personal, but just something that can remind you of who you are. But like I said, I just wanted to do a short video, and I hope this video was helpful. If it was, leave a comment if you've ever been rejected, or if you wanted to tell me about a story about being rejected. And definitely subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I feel like that sounds so weird to say subscribe to my channel, because I mean, I'm a new YouTuber, and I guess I just never thought that I would be doing YouTube. So it feels weird to say like, comment, and subscribe, but do that. Definitely follow me on social media if you're not already. My Instagram is vonnedadon, and I will put that on there. And lastly, if you haven't done so already, look at my last video over identity. It's really good, and I'm just so glad that you took the time to watch my video. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you come back. I don't know what the next video is going to be over, but stay tuned for it. Okay, thanks.